Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, we have a great comparison video. Do not buy this car until you watch this all the way through. This is the Specter versus the Specter Custom, and the Specter Custom versus the Massacro. Okay, the battle of the Dubashes. I know this is a long video. Please stick with it. With that being said, make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest reels content in the game, and make sure you smash that like button. Let's get right into it, baby. Yeah. All right, so we have a straight line top speed test. This is my brand new track. I just built this, brand new. You can use it if you like. I'll link it in the script. But you better freaking give me my cred. All right, don't pull a Dead Saints fan. Anyways, though, so right here we have the custom Specter versus the standard Specter. All right, this is the Dubashe custom Specter versus the Dubashe Specter, and basically I want to give you guys an idea if it is worth it to do the Benny's upgrade. All right, now first of all, the Specter is 599,000. It's like 600,000. Okay, the upgrade, the Benny's upgrade to the Specter custom is 179,000 or 180,000. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? But you still have the other mods that you have to add on to it, the customization. So it can get pretty expensive. Now, with this test being done, remember, this is just a straight line top speed test, all right? It does not tell you what it does over a circuit. We will get to that, okay? I know this is a long video, guys. Please stick with it. I have a lot of information here. This is very, very good. This is very clean, and it will definitely help you if you want to purchase this vehicle. But this track is really cool. It is a 5 mile long track. It is called the GTA Top Speed Test Track. All right. The checkpoints are set up in a quarter mile, half mile, 3/4, and then 1 mile. And then after the 1 mile, it is the checkpoints are in 1 mile intervals. So quarter, half, 3/4, mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile, 5 mile. And that's how you can kind of get an idea. I wanted to make a longer track, that way I can kind of get a full spectrum and see what these cars really are. As you see right there, 122.625 and a 122.891. Their top speed is almost identical. It really is. This car is extremely comparable. The custom is extremely comparable to the standard version. However, the custom does have a slight advantage in a top speed test. Or so, I mean, do take that into consideration. Now, is it worth it for you? Is it just a couple hundredths of a second worth it? I mean, if in racing, a couple hundredths of a second is actually a good bit. I mean, that's definitely worth it for a lot of people. All right, now we take this to the underground race club track that I built right here. This is my track as well. Once again, you can use it. I'll link it in the script, but you need to make sure you give credit where credit is due. All right. Now we race. It's just basically 5 laps on this, and we're racing the Specter custom versus the Specter. Now the biggest difference that I notice is that the Specter, the standard version, is a little squirrely. It gets a little loose all around the turns and stuff like that, and that is the biggest advantage that the Specter custom has over the standard one. It just feels like you are literally glued to the road. It is a very smooth ride, extremely smooth, as you see with my standard Specter on the right of the screen. You can kind of see the car bouncing a little bit more, kind of gets a little bit more squirrely. The ass end kind of kicks out a little bit, and you do not get that with the Specter custom. Now, I raced the custom in the morning setting. I just didn't switch it over. I really don't think it makes that much of a difference. Honestly, I think the noon time frame would, if the temperature does play a factor, I think it would make the tires a little bit stickier for the standard version. And as you see here coming up, the Specter custom is faster than the standard Specter. Now they are almost identical. As you see, they're hitting, you see right there with the standard, I got a little squirrely right there, and you have that more often than you do with the Specter custom. Now if you like a looser ride, with most cars I do like that looser feel. But with this vehicle, with the Specter custom, I do prefer the tighter handling over the Specter standard. All right, I do prefer that tighter because I mean, as you see, it feels like I'm not even really on the track. I'm just like driving on thin air, really. I mean, it's really, really nice. It's a very smooth vehicle. It controls very well. I could literally just be flooring it and taking a turn, and it won't spin out. Whereas the standard Specter on the right hand side of the screen would definitely do that. Now, Going forward, you have to remember every car is different for every driver is different for every car, every track, etc. So you really kind of need to play around with it. I hope this video does help out. I feel I'm a just general basic racer, a regular, a basic. No, I'm just an average racer. I'm not the greatest. I'm not the worst. I can hold my own. I feel like a lot of people are that same way. So this will kind of give you the same kind of idea. And as you see right there, the Specter Custom did come in first. And it was a very, very close race, a very, very good race. And both of them came out very, very strong, very competitive with each other. As you see, the lap time and the best lap time and the overall track time are very, very close. But the custom does win. Now here we go, baby. This is insane right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the battle of the Dubashi. The Dubashi Massacro on the left versus the Dubashi Specter Custom on the right. Okay, once again we're back at the GTA Top Speed test track that I built. I hope I got that. Zero was busting my chops. You don't even know the own name of your own tracks, Jesus. But anyways, yeah, I'll link it in the script. Definitely, you can use it if you want to. Once again, the checkpoints are set up in quarter mile, half mile, 3/4, 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile, 5 mile intervals. I wanted to try and get it as best as I could. That way you can kind of compare it, which one's better in the quarter, which one's better in the half, and then overall, the strongest motor for each car or whatnot. Now, for the longest time, I have been a huge fan of the Massacro on the left. All right, I love that car. I've won a lot of races. I've beat a lot of people in elegies. A lot of people are huge fans of the elegy. I love the elegy as well. And the standard elegy for a lot of racers is still the top one. It's a little difficult for me to drive. I prefer the elegy retro. As a matter of fact, in a previous video I made, the elegy versus the elegy retro, I was able to achieve better track times with the elegy retro. It just handles better in my opinion. So as you see right here, we're running down the track. I mean, this Massacro just smokes. I mean, smokes the Spectre Custom in a straight line. It gets a time of 120.989, which is extremely fast in a straight line. And then we get a 122.625 with the Spectre Custom. Now, this is what it's all about. How many races do we have that are just a straight line in this game? Hardly any. I mean, hardly any at all. So it really comes down to the circuit track, right? So we line them up on the circuit track. We're back here at the Underground Race Club again. I love this track. Once again, I really don't think the time matters. I really don't. I mean, honestly, and once again, I feel like the noon time would give the car the best traction. It's not too hot to make the tires too greasy. It's not too cold till the tires are too hard and slide around as well. But right here, as you see, both cars are very, very competitive off the start. It looks like the Massacro has a little bit of an advantage at the beginning. However, the custom is definitely, or the Spectre Custom is definitely catching up. I mean, this is a great battle of the Dubashi. I have to say it like that. I don't know why. This is a great battle between these two Dubashis right here. I want to put it up against the 770 and the Elegy as well. But I wanted to kind of get a base standard test for you guys right here. And these cars are really, really competitive. Like I said, I've always repped the Massacro. I love that car. I beat a lot of other vehicles with it. I just feel like I have a great understanding of how it handles. Both of these vehicles are actually rear wheel drive. They both start out that way. The Spectre starts out that way with the standard version, and it stays rear wheel drive with the custom version as well. But as you see right here, the Spectre, it just glues to the road. You don't even really have to brake. I mean, I can just let off the gas and immediately just slam it. I mean, just pedal to the metal as I'm exiting the corner, and I don't have to worry about that fishtail problem that you get. It just sticks to the road. And that's really the difference maker right there. That wide body Benny's upgrade really helps it just kind of, I mean, it has a lower profile. As you can see, it has a lower center of gravity. It's a wider vehicle, and it's a little bit shorter. So it's a little bit shorter wheelbase is what it looks like. So it's a little bit more nimble with the turns, but it has a wider and lower stance, keeping it lower to the ground and with a lower center of gravity, allowing it to handle these corners a lot better. Plus, a little bit more aerodynamic as well. which is a big deal. There's a lot of discussion between aerodynamics in a straight line versus aerodynamics coming out of a corner, just because of how the crosswinds are and things. I was reading an article about this. I digress. Anyways, I'm not sure if GTA puts that much. I mean, they put a lot of emphasis and detail into these games that race a lot. There's a lot of metrics and a lot of standards. I don't think that's one of them though. Anyways, but yeah, as you see right here, I mean the Specter custom is slowly pulling away further and further and further. And as you see right here, just like the Massacro whooped it in the top speed test track, the Specter custom destroyed this thing on the circuit. You got a 230.417 with the Massacro, and that just wasn't enough to keep up with the time of the Specter custom. I mean, great test. I mean, a really, really good test right here. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope you guys enjoy this as well. Definitely watch this all the way through. If you have, thank you so much. I know it's a long video. I hate that. There's a lot of information here. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for the illest reels content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. And do me a big favor. Stay dangerous. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.